Be me. 25, marketing grad, always online. Always repost right things on socials. Twitter full of men don't suffer memes. Instagram is all girl boss reels and trends. Feel like I get life better than my parents ever did. Friends and I joke about old school men. Say they never talk about feelings. Laugh at TikToks about alpha guys. Send each other viral therapy threads. At home, my dad is quiet. Works at a tiny garage. Never yells, never argues. Just fixes stuff and helps mom. Leaves porch light on for me. Sends text me when home messages. Always asks if I ate. I usually just scroll past. Busy posting my next hot take. He cracks old dad jokes. I roll my eyes, say, "Dad, you don't get it." He helps me move apartments. Slow and careful with boxes. I tease him, "Time to retire, old man." He just smiles and says, "Living long enough to slow down isn't the worst thing." I barely listen, already tweeting about how women carry everything. Never notice how tired he looks. Or how quiet he is now. Days go by, same routine. Dad fixes everything, never complains. Always there but never loud. I call him old-fashioned. Say he's emotionally closed off. Friends and I laugh about boomer dads. Post stories about men needing therapy. Never ask him how he's really doing. He misses more dinners lately. Sits outside on the porch alone. Doesn't joke much anymore. Mom says he's just tired. I don't think about it. Busy with work, my feed, my friends. Every Father's Day, I repost a meme. Never call, never actually say thanks. Dad keeps the house running. Refills gas, fixes leaks. Brings mom her meds when she's sick. He never talks about his own problems. Just shrugs when something's wrong. I call it classic male pride. He works longer hours now. Business is slowing down. Comes home with sore hands. Shoulders look heavier every week. I tease him about being behind the times. He just smiles, says maybe I am. Never pushes back, never complains. One night I catch him just staring at his old toolbox. I scroll my phone, ignore it. Thinking men just need to open up. But never once do I ask him to. Never once ask if he's okay. One day, Dad helps me move again. I make jokes about him moving slow. He just laughs, carries every box. Doesn't mention his bad back. Gives me his old favorite mug. Says, "For your new job, if you get one." Looks tired, but happy for me. Back at home, business keeps struggling. Dad tries to learn digital marketing. Gets frustrated, asks for help. I brush him off, too busy. He lets his last worker go. Does all the work himself. Comes home with grease on his hands. Sometimes skips dinner, says not hungry. Mom tells him to sell the shop. He just nods, never puts up the sign. I still call him stubborn. He just smiles, keeps showing up. One day I see him donate to a men's health charity. I tease him, "Finally care about something?" He shrugs, says, "Figured someone should." He forgets things more. Keys in the fridge, wallet in the laundry. Mom jokes he's getting old. I laugh along, never wonder why. He goes quieter every week. Walks the dog longer, cancels game nights. Family dinner, he tries to tell a story. We interrupt him with errands. He goes silent, just eats. I scroll my phone. Post a meme about men being dramatic. Never notice him in the next room. Sitting in the dark, not even watching TV. He never asks for anything. Never says how he feels. I always say, if men need help, they should just ask. But he never does. And I never ask him to. Then one night, he doesn't come home. We wait for hours, worried. Police show up at 2 a.m. Found him in his truck behind the shop. Painkillers on the seat, barely breathing. Hospital, 3 days, quiet visits. Doctor says it was a high dose. They saved him just in time. Dad apologizes for worrying us. Voice sounds too empty. Mom hugs him, but it's awkward. No one knows what to say. He comes home, quieter than ever. Starts sorting old boxes, burns old letters. Says, not all memories are good. I still never ask more. Hospital smells like bleach. Social worker leaves a pamphlet. We throw it away, don't call. No friends visit, just texts. Dad stares at the ceiling for hours. When I finally try to talk, he asks, "You're doing okay, right?" That's what matters. I nod, don't know what else to say. He tries to smile, but it doesn't reach his eyes. He says, "Don't worry about me. I'm tough. Remember?" His voice cracks on tough. I just say, "Okay, Dad." He goes back to the shop next week. Tries to act normal. But he's not the same. I still post memes about men bottling things up. But never think it's about us. Never notice that Dad never laughs now. Never pushes back, never interrupts. Only silence, more and more each week. One morning, he doesn't wake up. I find him still, peaceful. Arms crossed, eyes closed. House feels too quiet, too cold. 9/11, sirens, nothing they can do. He's just gone. We go through his things. Find old photos, small notes. His journal full of pages about feeling invisible. Wrote that men don't get to ask for help. Wrote he never wanted to be a burden. Only wanted us to be okay. Funeral is small, mostly old coworkers. His friends share stories about the small things Dad did. Paid someone's rent, fixed a car in the rain. Never told us, never wanted thanks. After everyone leaves, I sit in his chair, wish I'd listened. Regret never asking if he was okay. Regret every time I laughed it off. Now the silence means something. House feels empty, but not just from losing him, but from all the words I never said. Post about grief online. Few likes, nobody knows what to say. One DM, same thing happened to my dad. Realize there are thousands of men who go unseen until it's too late. Wish I could take back every joke, every meme. Realize men don't need pity. They just need space and someone to listen. If you're reading this, check on the quiet ones in your life. Don't wait for them to ask. Because sometimes they never will.